So a woman brought a man in a wheelchair into a Rio de Janeiro bank to try to get him to co-sign a $3,300 loan, but the man had been dead for hours. Erica D'Souza, 42, was arrested Tuesday following the bizarre incident in Banju, a neighborhood in western Rio de Janeiro. Police Chief Fabio Souza, who heads the 34th police station, said the victim had likely been dead for at least 2 hours. In the video, Miss Nunes is reportedly heard calling Braga her uncle as she spoke to the dead body and propped his head up. Employees of the branch became concerned with the Souza's actions while she tried to get a lifeless Braga to sign a document and then called the police, who arrested her on the scene. Guys, this is Weekend at Bernie's in real life. This is a bank employee, Matt, recording her, and she's literally... Look what she's doing to this poor guy. This poor dead soul. Jesus Christ. Dude.
Yeah, it's dark.
Holy like.
How badly do you need money?
Oh my God, bro. Dude, are you?
Look at her face.
Yeah, watch. Look at her face. You know what she's saying? Uncle, are you listening? You need to sign here.
Like, she really thinks she's going to get away with it.
100%. Oh, dude.
She thinks she's pulling over everybody.
Look at, I mean, the audacity. So, but yeah, while you guys keep watching, she's saying, sign, you don't have to give me any more headaches. I can't take it anymore. She goes, and then somebody asks what's wrong with him. She goes, he's like that. He doesn't say anything. Uncle.
Or
She goes, Uncle, do you want to go to the hospital again? And then oh, dude. So, yeah, Kelly, you can stop it. So, guys, so I keep hearing news because we have somebody, Esdras works for us. He's from Brazil. He has like boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. He was like, he's like, apparently she brought him to the mall. He dies. They were already supposed to go to get this loan. He dies, and she's like, well, I need the money, so I got to keep going with it. I think one of the funniest, because by the way, you know the internet's undefeated. One of the first comments was on Twitter, goes, that guy still has more life about him than Joe Biden. That was the first one. But yo, Matt, you see something like this.
Yeah.
She's obviously got arrested, but where do you stand? At what point it's like, you were going to go get the loan, the guy dies, do you go through?
Okay, wait. So it's confirmed that they were on their way for this loan.
Yeah,
to
100%.
be given.
He was already pre-approved. He was pre-approved.
That's a bit of a curveball here, because what I was thinking when I initially saw this was this girl just was planning for whenever this uncle died. Like, hey, I want to go run this game on the bank and go get this money, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's even more comical, but also a little more understandable. There's like, oh shit, this was something that was going to happen. She was literally in process. She's like, oh, okay. Just like you're literally seeing that. What if we pretend he didn't die?
Yeah,
like right from Weekend at Bernie's. They're like, we're going to have a good weekend. Might as well just milk the weekend with this dead body, right? It won't start stinking for about 48 hours. She's thinking the same thing.
So from a legal standpoint, and you being a lawyer.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah.
She's arrested, but no, what I'm saying is, so she's going to go to jail. What type of crime? I get it. It looks like shit. It's morally wrong. But he died. We were going anyway.
Yeah.
What's the I mean, how?
No, it's the fraud in that she's misrepresenting that he is alive.
Gotcha.
And in maybe some conspiracy or in furtherance of forgery, because she's trying to he's dead. Like, he can't sign anything, right?
But here's my question to you, though. Can she play the whole, he's always like that. The guy is limp. Yes, his color was off, but it's because he didn't take his vitamins.
Listen, it didn't work the first time. I don't think it's going to work the next time.
What were you going to say?
This gives me White House vibes, you know?
That's hilarious.
This is basically the White House every day. Sign this, sign that.
Oh, my God, that's brilliant.
You know? Yeah. But $33,000 can get you a lot.
$3,300. It was $17,000, but for their money, it's $3,300.
I mean, that can get you a lot of caipirinhas and a really good time in Brazil.
Oh, of course.
Hey, to all my Brazilian friends there, that's a good time in Brazil.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the thing is, like, I can imagine, okay, the guy dies. What plays in her head? Like, okay, I'm going for it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There has to be something. Dude, I'm pretty sure, because it just came out, so there's not that much research on it. But there has to be something wrong with you as a person, as a female, to be like, he's dead. You know he's dead, but I'm gonna go through, like, How, like, Shane, you see something like that? What do you?
I mean, depending on what part of Brazil that is in, I bet it's not even that like crazy for them.
It's right near
because-
Banjo.
Although the woman did start recording, so she's like, "Okay, what is happening right now? This guy's clearly not."
Yeah,
okay."
they're
wondering
recording.
about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other person recording is the bank, like not the manager, but somebody that works at the bank. Bitch,
Yeah, like-
put the phone down and call 911.
Bitch is a dead guy trying to sign a loan right now in front of me. Like, she's just speechless too. She's like not even asking any questions as the woman goes through this whole procedure.
Oh my
like,
God,
just,
yeah.
like,
Rob, what do you think?
open-jawed.
It's sad.
Sad.
Oh.
Rob, what the hell are you doing?
You again?
Rob, we're up,
can't
we're
get rid of me.
shooting.
Yeah.
Rob, you know we're live.
Okay, Rob, you have to sit down now.
Rob, we're. By the way,
banned,
that's
he's
Rob
banned.
O'Rourke.
Our supreme
By the way,
leader.
guys.
The door was open.
Oh, guys, give it up for Rob for crashing the
Now
stack.
we know just how
Hey,
genuine.
Rob, just slow
Yeah.
walk back. Thanks,
authentic.
Rob.
Rob is the only person to be banned from the Usual Suspects. The only strike we ever gotten.
The
that
only
guy right-
strike we've
That
ever
guy.
got was
Yep.
from the guy that just crashed the freaking podcast.
Director studio.
By the way, I see him, and
I
he, by the way,
think
he stands right there and goes, "You guys staying out of trouble?" Well, Rob, we're trying to stay out of trouble.
Nothing
That
to you.
was hilarious. That's so funny. Well, the door wasn't locked, but I mean,
Well, it is what
you
it is.
know we're going back to
We're
that-
live.
We're live.
We're
And so the
live.
people at home know we're not effing around. This is.
What a
What, do you
Tuesday.
think you're just talking to
What
yourself?
a Tuesday.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But the fact that he thought like, by the way, it's quiet. We're talking. We're doing.
You tried
the
to tell him a
podcast.
few times too. It's like the bank teller, like, are you aware of what you're doing? He's like, no, I'm doing this. I'm doing this.
Like, Rob, is this real life?
So we were the dead guy in the wheelchair.
Yeah, we're just hanging out,
The guy in the wwheelchair.
propping
Rob,
us up.
Rob, what
No, it's. I mean, we make jokes about the president, but last week we played a clip of the the Kennedy family endorsing Joe Biden,
Yeah.
and you watch Joe Biden on stage, and I hate to say it, the dude looked just like that person in the wheelchair, and it's not a joke, and that's terrifying considering where we're at. In geopolitical times where there's war in Iran, now in Israel, Ukraine, there's multiple global conflicts, and then you look to the leader of the free world, and there's no difference between the guy that was in that wheelchair and the guy standing on stage falling asleep as the Kennedy family gives their endorsement
standing
last
up,
week.
standing
Yeah.
on his 2 feet, falling asleep like he's a fucking pink flamingo.
You know what? It's a clear description, like a graphic description of what the managerial class does.
Yeah.
They elect someone into power, they grab their hand, they sign this stuff,
Yeah.
and that's
They
why
don't even need to be alive.
they don't even need to be
Yeah.
alive.
Well,
No requirement.
Well, that's why Trump. That's why, and I want you to get to your point, but that's why Trump was such a problem, because once he got in and he said all the shit that he said, they were like, whoa, 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 whoa. We want the dead body guy.
Yeah.
We don't want you. Who the hell is this? And I mean, dude, and just 'cause I want to know, Matt, your point, because I'm going to go to both of you guys. But I think that was one of, by the way, and I love Donald Trump. I think one of the major problems was in war, because he's going to war. That's who he chose. You cannot let the enemy know what you're going to do. When he told them, I'm going to drain the swamp, when he told them, I'm going after the deep state, like, and I say this multiple times, Matt, you don't drain the swamp and let them know that you're going to drain it, and the alligators go quietly. What do you?
Yeah,
What do you
no. Donald Trump, I have more mixed feelings on him. I can identify some positives, some things that I'm just not going to let go that he does. However, there's a lot of times when people were running after him with torches and he decided to douse himself with kerosene.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
Like you need to be better strategically than that. You're making it too easy on everybody else. And also that, and see, people have Anthony Scaramucci has interesting thoughts on Donald Trump. Obviously, now he doesn't like him because he got fired and Trump turned on him. But Scaramucci was a guy who was very pro-Trump, one of the first high-profile guys to come out publicly as supporting Donald Trump. So sometimes worth listening. He's like, listen, man, there was too much chaos and listen in the Trump administration to get anything done. For instance, some people don't like Donald Trump because they claim he's racist, sexist, this, that, and whatever. No, I don't believe that. I'm more of like, yo, man, you said you were going to get infrastructure done. You didn't get infrastructure done. I'm like, more practical stuff.
Yeah.
And like Scaramucci, I think it was even yesterday, said, we didn't get, it was supposed to be infrastructure week every week, and it never became infrastructure week because there's too much chaos. There wasn't any organization. So it's like, that's where I think the guy.
Got you. But here's my question to you, though, Mal. I'm going to give you a little pushback, and then you could
Sure.
come back. How difficult do you think it was for somebody that came in and literally, besides the fact that he basically asked for it, but when you have every mainstream media, when you have all of the left, all the fake the Russian collusion, when you have that whirlwind around you, and I'm not saying you can't still do your
Sure.
job, but how much more difficult? Never in the history of any presidency that we had, was it this much of a blatant, obvious? I mean, they're still doing it right now with the courts, from Chuck Schumer to everybody, to Nancy Pelosi, to the FBI, to Hillary Clinton. Bro, how can you even think about doing a job when every single day it's stopping a fire from that's going to get you basically impeached or arrested or kicked out? I think there's a...
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I
No,
don't
no,
get me
no.
wrong.
I listen. I give him in certain regards. I cut him some slack. For instance, I see fine people on both sides. I watched that press conference in real time. It is eerie the extent to which the second that press conference was over, the media set off, lit the fuse for there to be a false narrative. This is kind of a little bit about my podcast, the prevailing
That
narrative,
they're
right?
still
They
using, by
they-
the way.
Yeah, they're still using.
They run an ad on it.
Yeah, but they literally the second that was over, Wolf Blitzer goes, I can't believe what do you think about him referring to fine people on both sides? I was like, okay, wait a second. They just completely misrepresented what just occurred.
You saw it live.
No, I saw it in real time, right? So I do cut him some slack, but then it's just like, Jesus, there was a lot of opportunities for him to rectify that or put it out into the universe that, like, hey, check, here's what they're saying. I said this, and this. And he seemed, Scott Adams, Scott Adams, the doper guy.
Of course.
Even Scott Adams got a little pissed off at him. He's like, they gave you a softball for you to say, I disavow this person or that person. This is what I really said. And he wouldn't do it. And it would kind of have me scratching my head. So on a lot of occasions. So I cut him some slack, but there's still, as you said, maybe like calm down a little bit about it. I think he liked the energy and the boisterousness at his rallies and getting the cheers a little too much. And he prioritized that a little bit more than being practical and getting the things that were supportive of what he was saying done.
Okay,
Matt, do you think if Trump wins in November, gets in again, do you think he's going to face the same amount of chaos, even
Not
more,
close. No.
less?
Worse or more?
No, way less. Do you feel the energy? Everyone has amnesia. People have short memories. Do you remember the energy from 2015 to
Oh, yeah.
2020?
Oh,
it was insane.
Oh, dude, I thought the devil was
Is
gonna come home.
is it 100th
No.
of that right now? No, man.
But we're not
Totally
close. But
agree.
we're not close. So we're
No.
Oh, going back, because I want to fact check myself, because last midterm election, they actually elected someone that was already dead. Like, I know, like, they've been electing almost dead for a while. I think the average age in the Senate is like 80 or
80,
something like that.
79 or 80. Yeah.
79 or 80. And the last midterm election, they did elect someone that was dead, Tony DeLuca in Philadelphia.
He was dead.
He was
Oh,
dead.
that's right. That's right.
Officially dead.
Probably do a better
So,
job.
so that's where we're going now.
But you guys ever see that movie, The Distinguished Gentleman, with
Of
Eddie
course.
Murphy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff Johnson.
That's exactly what the hell's going
Name
on.
you know.